and just work it out with your time, Yeah.
Now, this is probably the most SuperCoach relevant game of the entire round. Friday night, 7 p.m, Storm Broncos. Far out, mate. Where do we start? Sulphile Longo, obviously, is probably the biggest name. And we talked about that at the start of the podcast, that we made that error by not putting him in at the very start. And Captain Hindsight here, I was ready to pull the trigger and I didn't do it. And as again, rehashing what we said earlier, but he's a guy who's just absolutely popping off. And with a negative 110 break even, if he's not in your team this week, what are you doing?
Yep. Oh, 100%. Number one buy this week, both for the price rise and the possible points. Even if you think about fading him against the Broncos this week, guess what? He plays the Cowboys in round 4. Like, dude, the amount of junk that this guy gets, it's twice now, 51 points in about 60 minutes or so. And then he just ends up on 100 plus, in the final 20 minutes. Yeah.
And as the Storm keep playing games, they're probably going to get more in sync. So they're probably going to put more points on. They're going to get rid of that off-season rust. Is it possible that Sulphile Longo gets like 800, 900K?
Oh, I think he will, just based on the fact that he's got the 155 just rolls, just stays in the rolling average, Like, yeah. Look, to be honest, like, I mean, I would temper people's expectations, like, on the point, like, I think a really good point of reference might be Clint Gutherson from last year. He opened with back-to-back 100s as well, and then he just proceeded to score like 40s to 50s for like this really tough stretch.
Yeah,
he had a juicy para matchup where he scored like 130, and then we all traded him out in round 8 or 9. But in that time, he went up to like 700 or something like that. I think it's going to be the same thing with Sua. Like these scores are even bigger. Yeah, and the 6 agains once again. Yeah.